Hi, and welcome back to Bounce Forward with me, Tiff Hall. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which I'm recording this podcast, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to elders, past and present. Megan DM'd me with a great question. The importance of a good sports bra during your workout. A lot of bigger busted women avoid high impact movements because it hurts their chest with the bounce. How important is it? And any good recommendations, changes to your workouts to help? Megan, great question, but I'm sorry, I'm not qualified to speak on this topic. I am an A cup nothing, flat as a tack. But I can talk about it because I have experience having big boobies in my life. And that was when I was breastfeeding. I went from an A cup to a double D, which was so much fun. And I did experience this when I was training. I experienced discomfort when I was on the bench doing weighted exercises on my chest, or I experienced it bouncing or doing high impact. I really did notice a difference. So I'm with you. A good sports bra is essential, and you want to go for quality. I don't want you just going to Target or Big W and just getting a cheapie, right? You need to get something that's quality, that's going to really give you that good support. Now, a good supportive sports bra is going to reduce breast discomfort, which is really important, and pain, because it's going to minimize the movement. Long term, it might prevent breast sagging, which is something that we really need to start thinking about, when we're exercising. And it enhances performance. Like the more that you feel strapped in and the less discomfort you have, the more you're going to be able to go for it in your sessions. And it's really important also because it's protecting that precious breast tissue. Vigorous movements can cause, micro tears in breast tissue or lead to soreness, long-term damage. And you really want, when you're thinking about sport and exercise, something that protects that delicate tissue. And then I'm a big believer in having good sports bras because it improves your posture. A well-fitting bra will improve the way you're holding your chest, and then it's engaging your back muscles, reducing strain and promoting better alignment during exercise. And this then increases your confidence. So wearing supportive bras will boost your confidence in your chosen activity. So, if you're doing something like martial arts or taekwondo like I do, you really want to be able to be confident and kick and bounce because it's a very bouncy sport on the balls of your feet. You really want to be able to bounce without second guessing or thinking about your bust, Another thing that I have a lot in my community is that they get chafing. So you really want a good sports bra that wicks away moisture, that reduces chafing and irritation, and that caters to different activity levels as well. So whether you're yoga, running, high intensity training, your boobies are happy. And make sure that you get measured correctly. Get professional measurements. I know this is crazy and everyone's like, yeah, I know. But do you actually do it? Go out and get measured correctly and get that support level checked and test to fit and have a little bounce around in the shop. So I would head down to Bras and Things because you can get fitted there. And check out Burley. They have some really great products for bigger busted women and great support levels in their bras. Ted messaged me a great question, and one that I'm asked all the time in the supermarket, walking around in my community. What's more important and will get results faster? Focusing on diet or exercise? What a brilliant question, Ted. You know what? I can't separate them. If you just diet, then you risk losing your muscle, and you need exercise to build muscle and boost metabolism to fuel fat burn, right? Exercise and diet both are so important for metabolism, I think. So let's start by looking at diet and the role in weight loss. Weight loss fundamentally depends on consuming fewer calories than you burn. So diet plays a critical role in creating that calorie deficit. And on this podcast, I feel like I'm always talking about creating a calorie deficit because I don't want to talk to you about losing weight and be like looking through rose-colored glasses that, it's easy and you can do X, Y, and Z and just get results. The truth is you do need to be in a calorie deficit, and that takes a little bit of hard work. But the quality of food you eat affects your metabolism. And that's really important to remember, those macronutrients, energy levels, and it also affects your overall health. So you want a rich diet full of whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates that support your weight loss and your well-being. And then the third part of your diet is looking at portion control. Managing portion sizes helps control calorie intake and prevents that overeating. So the primary driver here for most people, diet is the primary driver of weight loss. It really is. And it's often said that you can't out-train a bad diet. And that is so true. You can't consume high calorie, low nutrient foods and easily just burn them off with exercise. It's just not going to happen. And when people say, I'll just burn it off later, it doesn't happen. So long-term weight loss and maintenance are more achievable with healthy eating habits. Crash diets, toxic TikTok trends, they're not sustainable and they usually lead to weight regain. Okay. Now let's look at exercise and the role of weight loss. So exercise helps burn calories. Absolutely true. It does. And it contributes to the calorie deficit needed for weight loss. But it only contributes like 10%, if even less, of your overall calorie expenditure throughout the day, because you're burning calories just listening to this podcast, blinking your eyes, breathing. You're burning calories all day. Then you add in some exercise, and there's other ways that you're burning calories as well. But exercise is only really 10% of all the ways that you burn calories throughout the day. Then you've got the metabolic boost from exercise, which is really important. Regular physical activity increases metabolism and can help preserve muscle mass during weight loss, which is crucial for maintaining a high metabolic rate. So you do want those muscles and you do want to strength train. Then you've got the health benefits. Exercise improves your cardiovascular health, strengthens muscles and bones, boosts mood, and enhances overall fitness. We just love exercise because it's so good for your mental health as well, reducing stress, cortisol in the body. And what I would say is that exercise has more of a complementary role. While exercise is essential for overall health and can significantly aid the weight loss, it is generally considered a secondary factor compared to diet, okay? But it plays a vital role. I don't want people just throwing it out and saying, oh, I'm just going to focus on my diet, because it plays a vital role in maintaining weight loss and improving body composition. And that's what we're trying to do with weight loss. We're not just trying to lose the fat stores, those stubborn fat stores. We're trying to build lean muscle that acts as fat factories and gives us longevity, because more muscle mass, more longevity. That's the aim of the game. And then there's all the behavioral benefits. Exercise can help regulate appetite. So it does help you feel full for longer. I always feel full after I exercise. It reduces stress, improves sleep, and you're just supporting those overall healthy eating habits and weight loss. So for me, it's not either or. It is a combined approach for optimal weight loss. And you got to look at sustainable weight loss, which is a balanced approach between good habits that lead to the long-term success, the preservation of muscle mass, which is really important. You're wanting to lose that fat and build that lean muscle mass. And then you want to think about your overall health, which is diet and exercise together to improve cardiovascular health, your mental health, your physical fitness, and just leading to an overall feeling of awesomeness. Now, I'll give you some practical tips for weight loss. If we're thinking about diet, you want to focus on the whole foods, prioritize fruits, your vegetables, your lean proteins, your whole grains, and your healthy fats. I think we've covered that on this podcast. You want to control your portions, so your proteins like the size of your palm. Go nuts with veggies. You can eat as many veggies as you want on your plate. And then you want to reduce the processed foods. So limit intake of sugary, high fat, and processed food. I always say eat naked. So eat foods that aren't packaged, okay? And that's your whole foods. Then the exercise tips. You really want to focus on strength training to build that beautiful muscle. Combine a bit of cardio because you want to have that cardiovascular fitness as well. And then you want to be consistent. So really aiming for 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise or 75 minutes of high intensity exercise per week. You break that up. It's not much. Like 20 minutes a day is about 4% of your day. 4%. You can do that. So to sum up, whilst both diet and exercise are important for weight loss, diet typically plays a more significant role in achieving the calorie deficit needed. However, exercise is crucial for maintaining weight loss, making sure that you don't regain the fat and improving body composition and enhancing overall health and well-being, which is what it's all about because we get so caught up in thinking about weight loss, A combined approach of regular physical activity and eating well will help you find that sustainable weight loss and have long-term health benefits. Thanks so much for listening to Bounce Forward. I love having your company, so please DM me on Instagram at tiffhall_XO and let me know what questions you'd love me to cover. Don't forget to rate and review me on your podcast app. Speak soon. Happy days.